wherever and whenever you are, and welcome to this very, very special edition of Curse of Strahd. Dramatic end with the music. Now, let us, as always, say a massive thank you to, first and foremost, the VOD Squad. Thank you so much for joining us on our adventures whenever you can. It's always a pleasure. And also to all of those lovely people in chat. I see you there. Thank you. Hey, Tally, how you doing? And thank you all for swinging on by with this swinging music, as well as we are here in Barovia. It is Curse of Strahd. It is Barovia. We are through the mists, but we are not our usual characters, as is very, very evident. Now, another huge thank you to the wonderful, wonderful Sirenscape, which is going to be providing music and sound effects this fine evening, including this incredible heist music, perfect scene setting from Sirenscape themselves. Thank you so much, always and always. And finally, a very, very large and a very, very heartfelt thank you to our guest BM, not DM. You have Ben emotes. Nice, Vicky. And sorry, the chat show of Sirenscape is flying all over our screens. And a massive, massive thank you to Patch from Quest Junkies UK.
Hello.
Another perfect ending. Take it away, sir.
Absolutely. Right, so yeah, this is terrifying.
You got this.
Welcome to Barovia. As John just said, this is a special edition of Curse of Strahd. 100% canon, apparently.
You're going to regret that, John.
Gulp, 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 gulp. Gulps in DM.
Yep. So, this is Honey Heist. For those of you who have not seen a Honey Heist before, this is a TTRPG. Everyone plays as bears, and essentially it works like an Ocean's 11 style honey heist, where you break in somewhere, steal some honey, and be criminals. Everyone has rolled up a bear character. They've got a special hat that they wear, and we will be meeting them very shortly. But I will set the scene for you in case you are brand new to this channel, brand new to setting of Barovia. In Barovia, there is a small town called Vallaki. And thanks to the overthrowing of the previous Burgomaster... Burgomaster, is that right? Burgomaster?
Burgomaster?
Burgomaster.
You got there before me.
Burgomaster.
No.
Burgomaster. The decision has now been made that the ancient tradition of the Honey Harvest Festival is to be brought back. Now, Vallaki has festivals like every week, and people are sick of them. But this one festival is the one thing that finally brings the people of Vallaki together for their passion of honey. People from all over Barovia flock to Vallaki over this weekend to sample some of the beautiful delights that is Vallakian honey. Some people say even Strahd von Zarevich himself will secretly dabble in the consumption of certain Barovian honeys. But you know, it's all conjecture, it's all rumour. It's never been clarified. Now, our players, all of you, you've never met before, you've all received individual word that an interested party requires your services for a heist. Requested that you meet them on the eastern shores of Lake Zarevich tonight, the night before the Harvest Festival begins. Perfect Sirenscape music once again.
See?
Ending right on time.
Happens every time.
10 out of 10. So, I need more screens.
I recommend
As
as
you
many
all
as possible.
Absolutely. You all make your way to Lake Zarevich. One by one, you all arrive. A bit cautious about your surroundings. It's very misty at the moment. And eventually you start to see other bears arrive in different sizes, different kinds. And you're quite unsure what to make. But then eventually, in the mists, you see they start to clear and you see a large bear form start to walk towards you. A massive grizzly bear. One large scar down one eye. The eye clenched real tight. And as he gets closer, you notice he's wearing a tie around his neck. And like a waistcoat that's at least 3 sizes too small. And some sort of flat cap on his head. I mean, he looks pretty dapper, but it's definitely a look. No less the bear approaches.
No less the bear approacheth.
Looks at you all. Well then, glad to see you all came. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sean Bairn. And wait, before you say it, yes, I'm very aware, just how it sounds like a pun because of Sean Bean, and I happen to have a similar accent just as his. But let me tell you something. That fella, Sean Bean, I taught him everything he knows. Absolutely everything. Well, apart from the thing where he always dies in everything that he's in. I don't know where he got that from. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm glad you all came. You're probably wondering why I've assembled such a ragtag group of furry bastards like yourself.
Bastards.
Well, let's find out if you are who you say you are. So let's go around the table and introduce ourselves.
That
Let's
felt
start-
so video game. I love it.
I will say, at this point, you might be wondering, guys at home, you might be wondering, where's John? We'll be meeting John soon.
Oh my god.
Not just yet.
Where
What?
could he be?
Sean Bean.
He's somewhere.
You
in
nailed that
this.
accent. I was like, Jon Snow. Is that you?
I'm from Yorkshire. It's easy. It's just my voice.
Oh my god. But of course.
So, to start things off, let's start with Colby.
Colby.
Would you like to introduce
Hey.
yourself to the group?
Hi everyone. Name's Gummy.
Gummy.
Gummy. That's right. And I'm here to eat. Make no mistakes. So let's figure out what we're doing so that I can eat.
Short and sweet and to the point. I like it. Yes. Very good. You, little. I don't even know what. Who are you? Pointing over at Merrin.
Dare you call me little? You're not that big.
Oh my god. Yes. Honey Badger.
Excuse me. Do you know who you're talking to?
No, should I care? My name is Sparkplug. Haven't you heard of me? I'm wearing hats.
Sparkplug. I didn't scroll down far enough to see it. That's
All the
great.
hats. All the hats.
Yes, I know who you are. I hired you. But
Oh dang.
who are you?
Look, I may not have the experience of everybody else, but I have what it takes. I have the power, I have the skill, I have the rage, and I have a dream.
I have a dream.
Does that dream involve getting more hats by any chance? Because you've already got 4 in your head.
Yes.
Trophies.
I would like
Oh, it
enough
does.
hats.
Oh, sorry, I said that as a gag.
Oh, how are you mocking my dream? What's the problem?
We'll get to your dream a little bit later on. How about you, Stephanie?
Hello, my name is Bo. DM. I'm just really happy to be considered. I really think that I could add a lot to this team because I work hard, and it's important. Knocks his own crown off his head. Excuse me. Turns around, picks up his crown, puts it back on his head. Sorry, I think it's very important that you have people with many, many different skill sets, and I believe that I could bring a lot to this. I've studied very hard, and I've been on many other heists that have gone off with not many hitches, and then like the crown falls off again, turns around, excuse me, picks it up, puts it back on. I think I could. I'm excited to be here.
And as Moni M finishes there, thank you very much for the raid, Crow's Nest Games. Welcome on by, good timing. We are just getting going into a Honey Heist one-shot in our Curse of Strahd world.
We're all bears.
Well, we're certainly privileged to have you as part of the team. That's what I'm sticking with. Now, I need no introduction to you. Your reputation precedes yourself. But why don't you introduce yourself to the group? Drop Bear.
Okay, here we go. It's no turning back once I use the accent. Okay, so I think the way that they approach first is just snapping. Slowly approaches the group.
West Side Story.
When you're a jet, no. Just slowly snaps into frame and looks up at all of you from their perch on the ground. They are but a foot and a bit tall. And they look around at all of you with a wizened look in their eye and they just go, "Hello there. I don't know if many of you know who I am. I've been linked with a string of unsolved murders. Never trace it back to me. Just drop in, drop out. I'm the Drop Bear." And that's it. It's all you need to know, and it's all you ever will know. Oh, my arthritis. Oh, no.
Was that in character or?
I think
Both?
yes, he's
Yeah,
retired,
totally,
so he's gonna
Vicky.
be old.
Somewhere the CEO of Sirenscape is spinning in his desk chair.
And that's... Oh yeah, I'm Coel Capone, but you can call me the Drop Bear.
Coel Capone.
Coel
Yes.
Capone.
I have heard many tales of your exploits. Hopefully, you continue to tell great stories with this one. And then, last but
sure
not
I
least, you, sir, introduce yourself. Michael.
So just from out, like behind, I'm guessing the biggest bear, which is, I'm guessing, Gummy. It's just like he kind of just like
Probably.
sneaks out from behind this really kind of weird, lanky, small, like monkey-sized bear. And he's like, "All right, how's it going? I'm Artie, and but you call me Hoop. Everybody calls me Hoop. My name's Artie, but everybody calls me Hoop. This is my 633rd. Pretty sure that's a 637th. Honey Heist. It's been going for a while now. I'm top of the game. This brilliant man here, myself, he invited me. I know what I'm doing, so I'm sure you guys will all look to me to know what to do."
Yeah.
Coel Capone snaps in his direction.
Great introduction, Oop. Yeah. Just let me do the talking.
Right. Sure.
Right then. Now we've got introductions out of the way. Here's the deal. As you may or may not be aware, tomorrow morning marks the beginning of the Vallaki Honey Harvest Festival. I know they do all sorts of stupid bloody festivals in that town, but even bears such as yourselves have to be enticed because, as you all know, honey is the sweetest, most precious thing that has ever been brought into existence. It's our lifeblood. And we've got the chance to pull off the heist of the century. Now, in Vallaki, I currently have an informant who's been roaming the town for a while now and has provided me information regarding a special batch of honey that's to be revealed at this festival. It's said to be better than any other honey. It's not known what it's called, but people on the street are calling it Raven honey.
Raven.
And of course, with a name like that, you're getting all sorts of like stories and rumours about how it's come out. People are saying it's made from raven eggs, which makes no sense because that doesn't involve bees. And then there's other people going on saying that it's made by that dickhead Strahd up in his gothic castle. But I think that's a load of bollocks, personally. I mean, it's almost as unbelievable as that time there was a woman in village. They called her Elucia, and she said that she'd come up with a vaccine for lycanthropy. And she called it AstraZeneca. But, you know, you saw what happened to her. They kicked her out.
I heard
You
it was
have to
only
be
96%
charged with
effective, which is why they stopped using it.
No, it was such a scandal. Such a scandal. But anyway, back to the matter at hand.
Yeah, I
That's
sleep
right,
for 20 hours a day, so let's hurry this up. I can't do an Australian accent. Let's keep going.
Oh dear. Anyway, so from what I've been told, this raven honey is being kept somewhere within the town square, the central point of the festival. Obviously, it's going to be under guard by some sort of, group of town guards. I'm not sure what. I want you to steal some raven honey and bring it back to me. Now, here's the good part. I only need a small sample of it. He proceeds to open up like a small glass vial, almost like a test tube, and holds it forward to one of you, if one of you wants to take it.
Gummy like swipes and grabs it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We
very
got a
keen.
sticky
Good
paws
lad.
in our hands.
We do indeed. So, I only need a small sample. But here's the thing. If you were to say take a barrel, multiple barrels, you could go ahead and consider that your payment for this heist. Now imagine that, my friends, your own personal supply of the greatest honey that Barovia has ever seen.
Wow.
If we're successful, and I am able to reverse engineer the formula, then I could make us an unlimited supply of raven honey. I suppose you could take some of the other honey there. There's lots of honey at that festival. Everyone's making fucking honey. You know how it is. But it's up to you. I don't care. As long as I get my sample, I don't care what you do. I don't care who you kill, who you rob. I don't care how much honey you take. It's up to you. Just get me my sample back. Do we have a deal? Or shall I go find some other bears?
If you can't do it,
100% in, 120%. We're totally in here.
I don't know why you would go find other bears. We're all already here.
Very astute. I can tell clearly you're the brains of the department.
Yeah,
On that
personally,
subject-
I think you need us, considering that you asked for us here first. So,
we're in the stronger position.
precisely.
And like Gummy kind of looks at all the other like bears around him, and he is so big, like sitting on the ground, he kind of looks like an onigiri, like just like very stout at the bottom. And he looks at all the other bears and he's like, yeah, I think as far as carrying barrels, I think I got that covered.
I
Yeah,
think
mate.
you got this.
Good bear, good
All
bear.
right. While we're on that subject, let's figure out what everyone's job's going to be in this heist. Now, I am a criminal mastermind. I have successfully heisted thousands of different heists. So I will use my expertise, and mainly because I don't get to roll much in this one shot. I'm going to roll to determine what your roles are. So, sort of looks over at you all. We're going to start with you, Hoop. Walks
Aye.
up to Hoop. Just looks you over.
I can do anything. I can do anything you want.
I'm sure you can. Let's find out what you are going to do. So he sort of looks you down. It's like, you were very sneaky in your introduction, weren't you? That's a very useful skill.
Can't indeed.
You're the thief. So when the
Me?
time comes...
I never stole it. I never did it. I never did it.
You ain't got a chance yet, because when the time comes and it's time to grab that raven honey. Swipe it away, whether you be sneaky or deadly. It's your job to grab the honey.
Grab it.
A wise
Right.
bear once said, "Swipe, swiper, stop swiping." Artie, I
Yeah, I
think it's
tried
time
to
for you
get him
take
as
that.
well, but he was busy. So
Yeah, and he's
I
a
had to
fox.
resort to you lot. Yeah, that's
no,
the
I
trouble, innit?
foxes.
Don't trust anyone who doesn't survive purely off of honey.
Amen.
On that subject, Mo Neum, let's find out what you're going to be.
Monium like poses. He's like, while you look him over.
Quite appropriate, actually. Looking at the posing. Well, if there's one thing that you clearly have over all these guys, it's charisma.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm going to say that you're the face of the group. You're the charm.
He looks like
charisma.
really. Yeah, I'm
See,
really
look
good.
at me. I'm already charmed. Look at all these people in the chat. They're already charmed.
Mhm.
Your skills are supreme.
Here for it.
No better place for a rookie than on the front lines.
By the way,
Yeah,
Patch,
that's
did you
flashy.
notice? Patch, did you notice? Because rolling low is better in this game, I switched the nat 20 for the nat 1 emote.
Hey. Excellent.
The charm.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Next,
Aegis.
let's go over to the drop bear. Let's find out. I mean, I know what your skill set is.
I'm the drop
I know
bear.
I've
I'm a veteran of
Alright
this
then.
trade. I can do anything you want me to do, and do it
with a
well.
career such as yourself.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's only one job. You could do in this.
precisely. I think we're thinking the exact same thing.
And being the only person in this group who has actually seen a honey heist properly before, you probably
Yeah.
will be very happy about this.
Mm,
You're the hacker.
I'm the hacker. I know how to get
Now,
in,
for those
get
of you
out.
that don't know about the skills of the drop bear can hack anything. If it exists, the drop bear can hack it, legend says.
Like eucalyptus leaves. Just strip 'em bare. Bare. Hack,
Alright.
hack, hack.
So next, Gummy. Find out what you're going to do.
All right.
Roll that again. Roll that again. Okay. You don't talk much, Gummy. But every time you do talk, you've got considerably more sense than anyone else in this group. Clearly, you're the brains. So when it comes time to think up a new plan when things go wrong, it's going to be up to you to decide the next move. And then
You got it.
we just have Marin left, right?
You. Notice I didn't see that you left me for last. Just because I'm a little bit smaller and less experienced than everybody else does not mean I cannot do anything as well or better than them.
I mean, for
The
all
spark
you
of
know,
youth.
maybe I was just saving the best for last.
I think you could be the strongest of all of us.
Eh. Wait, you can see.
Spark plug. When shit goes down, when things get chaotic, you're a lover of chaos and carnage.
Yes.
You're the muscle of the group.
Yes.
So when the time comes, you sharpen those claws,
Oh, their braids are sharp
you
already.
smash some skulls, you rip out some throats, you want to prove yourself, don't you? You want to prove who you are.
I have nothing to prove. Yes, my claws are sharp, and I was born for this day.
Patch, we play TTRPGs to escape from reality and take a break from the normal day-to-day.
Oh my god.
Right.
Wonderful.
So,
And a law question. From my understanding, so long as we can justify it under our title, anything is possible.
as long as you can convince the Bearmaster that it's going to be a good time, yeah. Pretty much.
Okay, this is great.
So, when you meet the informant in Vallaki, they will act as your translator and your getaway driver. So, with that being said, oh, one last thing before we
I
progress
think
any
I have no
further.
idea who it could be.
You all need to get some disguises, because I mean, let's face it, you're all bears. The moment you walk
Who
into
told you that?
Blackie, people are going to start running riot. So we need to disguise you. I mean, the hats are a good start and very, very fashionable choice. But I understand at the eastern entrance of Vallaki, just a little bit further up the road, there is a travelling clothes merchant where you will be able to go and you'll be able to steal some clothes. I mean, steal them, kill him, I don't know. Depends how you want to do it. As long as you get some disguises and you disguise yourself appropriately, then this plan cannot fail. So, it's getting late, get some sleep, get yourself some disguises in the morning, then bugger off and get me some honey. Does that sound like a plan?
I think it does.
Aye, Captain.
Alright,
Sounds good to me.
excellent. And he sort of just starts stepping back as the mist ensnares him. He's gone.
Oh.
I wonder how he does that. How does he do that?
It's all mirrors and stuff.
You just hear a voice from the mist. It's just really bloody misty.
Oh. Oh yeah.
The strongest kind
Alright.
of camouflage.
Is it?
So,
No.
so you all bunker down for the night as best you can. And then the sun rises. You can hear the hustle and the bustle from Vallaki down the road. And you make your way down the Svalwich Road. You head towards the eastern entrance. And sure enough, off the side of the road, you can see a wagon. And you can hear lots of tussling from inside. You can see that, like, from the open stall, there is, like, clothes hanging out of it. Various different garments and things. And as you get closer, you start to hear a voice from inside. And it's a very frustrated voice. Yeah, just nobody ever want to buy my clothes. I thought I was going to be a fashion icon when I grow up, not some stuck in some backwater town in the middle of Barovia. Look at me, I'm an old man. No one wants anything to do with me.
Hang on,
Isn't
does this man
preposterous?
does this man call everything he sells swords?
Might. You don't know.
I heard
You
that
don't
voice
know,
before.
John.
I've heard that voice before.
You'll find out soon.
Wear some
I have a
swords.
sneaky suspicion his name might be Phileas.
Maybe I can neither confirm nor deny.
I know nothing. I am Quail Capone, and I've never been to this place before.
Raudania.
So you
Valdania.
Raudania, mate.
somehow that was a worse accent.
Literally, guys, it's slipping. It's turning into Sean Bean very quickly.
We're only like 10 minutes into action.
Hashtag sorry not sorry.
I can only do the lines that would have appeared in H2O Just Add Water, which are no, clear, Emma.
Ernest.
Oh no!
If only it could have been a Kenku, and then you could just exclusively communicate with those lines.
Oh no! The cart! It's rolling away!
Vicky, please clip this for Ben later, so you can.
Of access to be
Nonetheless.
part of the mainframe.
You all determine that this is the cart that was mentioned. So, what would you like to do?
I think
Mo,
this is our
being the
first
completely
heist action.
being the completely incompetent bear that he is, and being like, I'm the face of the group, I'm the face of the group, will go up to the front of the cart and be like, excuse me, sir.
All right, so you walk straight up to the cart, and
I don't think that's a good
from
plan,
your
but
from your perception, you go up and you go, excuse me, sir. From his perception, a massive bear in a crown just approaches the cart and goes. La, la, la. So He just sort of looks in stunned silence for a second.
I mean, he's a panda, so he probably does an adorable forward roll or something.
I think
There's a bear!
I think Al Capone, seeing this, is going to use his veteran skills to his advantage, and is going to think, "Oh, smart, a distraction while the others grab the clouds," and is going to waddle off into the, like, looking real cute, and just start climbing the merchant, and snuggle into
climb.
and just snuggle close, just give him a little hug, because I've
I'm
been
trying
that
to
person.
determine if this is going to be a bear or criminal roll.
I got him now. There's no getting away from me. Oh, I'm a bit sleepy though. Time to take a nap.
Roll
This
for
is
bear.
my
Roll for bear with
compatriot, like, both
advantage.
trying to communicate still.
Yeah. Roll for bear.
Roll for
Bear
bear
with
with
advantage.
Advantage. So I rolled 2.
2d6.
Roll 2.
yeah.
Take the lowest number.
Lowest.
Okay. Oh, they're both. It was 5 and 6.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a 6.
Oh,
Oh
no.
boy.
Wait,
You
but
know
that
what
was on
means?
2.
There's a
I actually don't remember. It's been a while since I watched the Critical Role one.
Oh, but
Ruh-roh.
I've homebrewed stuff in this.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So
Strong start.
this is when I instantly regret putting wild magic into my session. So because if anyone rolls a 6, there's a wild magic surge.
Yeah.
No.
As a veteran of
So-
the thieving environment, I knew this was going to happen, and this is all going according to plan.
Hmm. Well, it might.
I
it
was
might end up
inspired
that
by
way, because
Monim.
Fireball centered on
you
self.
managed to sneak your way in and start climbing his leg.
Uh-huh.
And as his attention's drawn away for that split second, he looks, and as you're climbing up, your paw touches some sort of magical rune on his waist, which then activates some sort of spell. And for anyone who's watching, the merchant and Koal Capone just vanish.
Wow.
That's not part of the plan.
Yes.
He's a pro.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize bears could do
That was
magic.
fully intentional.
While they're gone, should we nick the clothes?
Yeah, is
So,
there anybody else
Koal
in the
Capone,
van?
from your perspective, you see this flash of light.
Oh
And
my
then,
God.
as your eyes readjust, you look and you're clung on to this merchant. And all you can see is a Gaussian sky of purples and blues and stars. As you're both have seemingly landed on the astral plane.
You want to watch out for
I
them
mean,
Gith Yankees?
Looking
as
for
far
Lincoln.
as-
Like, did he make it? No.
I mean, as far as distractions go, pretty good.
Let's
I
go,
want
let's
to
go,
turn
let's
to
go.
him, and I'll say,
They're
now
proud.
you thought you were getting a cute hug from a koala bear, but you were attacked by the drop bear. Now you're stuck in the astral plane, as all of the drop bear's victims are. That's
Okay.
it.
Solid.
And then
Yeah.
there's another flash as you reappear back in the cart 6 seconds later
I did not go according
Really?
to plan.
with a very, very freaked out clothes merchant who is now
I'm
paralyzed
sorry.
with fear.
Sweet.
And you just
Fine,
see he's
I
like,
guess.
He's paralyzed. Get him, guys. Get the Clydes. Kill him if we must.
Can I?
Pick him, pick him.
I tie him.
you want to attack him?
Oh my god.
I think
What do you wanna do?
Sparkle does.
I
mean,
mean,
is
Sparkle,
anybody
if you want to attack, roll for bear with advantage if you want to attack him.
We'll roll to attack him. Sorry,
Mhm.
John. Give me a second. Where my
John,
I need
you'll
to-
eventually.
It's okay. Now I don't have to give this guy backstory.
I mean, nothing's happened yet. Okay, it's a D6.
This is where we get another 6.
Got a
2
2 and a
D6.
1.
Take the lowest number.
Okay.
And then
2 and a 1. All right. So yeah. So without warning, as soon as the pair of you reappear, you see Sparkplug just lunge at this guy's throat and just rip this guy's throat out. As he like lands in the car and starts convulsing, and he's very dead.
I don't seem to
Well,
notice.
hey.
I'm just going at it.
The car's now free.
Great plan. I'm glad I thought of it. Well done, everyone. Well done.
When
I'm not paying attention.
when the shopkeep kind of falls into the cart, Gummy will he'll walk over and very slowly kind of pull him out of the cart, and he's gonna start pulling him like into the woods near the road, and he'll turn back and look at everyone. Yeah, blood on the disguises. That doesn't look good. Get the clothes.
While you were doing
Yeah.
that, like, Hoop was like taking everything out of his pocket, so like all trinkets and going through them, just like as you were dragging him, like trying to keep up, like hopping along, trying to pick stuff out of his pockets.
Yeah, you pickpocket this guy, and you mostly just find cheese.
Yes.
Lots of different cheeses of different ages and
Cheese.
states of eating. Like some looks fine, some doesn't look fine.
Definitely give some to Big Gummy.
You look for the trinket that was on his waist, and it's vanished. So,
I take his
Away
belt
that way.
thinking that that's what it was.
okay, you take his belt, his pants fall right down.
I
wear it
dress
like
in the
I wear-
astral plane.
I'm now wearing his belt like the Chewbacca bandolier.
All right, sure enough, you can do that. So you all
Is he wearing a
grab
hat?
some disguises. Guessing you just grab a whole bunch of disguises,
Yep.
run off into the woods to put on your disguises.
Was he wearing a hat though?
He was not wearing a hat, no.
Damn it! Why did I bother?
Could you scalp him and take his hair?
Oh god.
Kirby style.
Oh, no.
I don't have one of
Kirby
those yet.
Nature's
Um,
hat.
Nature's hat. You could get a big leaf. Take a big leaf.
Oh, it has to be my fallen
So
enemies.
you
It
all-
doesn't
you all-
matter. I'll scalp them. and Put it on
As
my
you're all
head.
beginning to amass your disguises,
I'm looking for a
Uh,
big cloak.
well, here's the fun part, and this was something that has been missed in most Honey Heists that I've watched. Everyone gets to roll for their disguises.
Yeah.
What do you roll?
Nice.
So, who would like to go first? We'll do this individually.
Who would have gotten in there first? I reckon it would have been like. I'm sorry, I'm still remembering everyone's names.
Monium, I think, was the only one that was
Monium.
free. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
When you
busy doing
guys
stuff.
poofed away, I would have been like as you guys poofed away, I'd be like, oh, that was really good. He's good at HR, and then like gone to go do the clothes. Okay,
Right,
so what do I
starting
roll?
with Monium. Roll me 4d6.
Ooh. Do we get a magic surge if we roll the 6 again?
Not for this, no. It's only
Okay.
for actions. I'll take the individual numbers, not the total.
Okay, I got a 6, I got a 3, I got a 3, I got a 4.
You're gonna be wearing,
Okay,
like, more hats.
so you get, as part of your disguise, you get a very nice black tuxedo,
That's awesome.
full tuxedo with a bow tie and a waistcoat and full jacket with tails, and you also get
It was great with
Which,
your
for some
complexion.
like for some reason you decide to put over the pants of your tuxedo, you get some tartan bell-bottom flares.
Nice.
It's
Did you say
definitely a look.
tartan? Bell-bottom flare.
Bottom flares.
Yep.
No, that would slap. Just saying that.
Yeah,
that
that's
slaps.
brilliant.
It's a look.
Also, I know like 12 queer people who would wear exactly that fit. And it's great.
Okay. Next. Any volunteers? I pick on you.
I think next would probably be Hoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
For ya.
Give me those d6. 4d6.
5, 4, 3, 1.
5, 4, 3, and 1. So, Hoop, you pull out a, beige t-shirt. It looks pretty basic. You know, you want to try and be
He's been to
inconspicuous.
Uniqlo.
But then you see the tartan Y fronts, and you just think, do you know what? You know what? Yeah, they're for me. We've got a beige
There's a
t-shirt and some
Scottish vibe.
tartan Y fronts.
I'm loving it.
Oh, it's not even going to be the only Scottish thing in this.
Oh, look.
okay.
We match.
Ah, that's
Next.
good. Look at it. Look at it.
I think Qual
Sort of
Capone.
high five you as you walk away, and he's like,
I think Qual Capone climbs down from the corpse of the merchant and looks to Sparkplug and looks to Sparkplug and says, "You did well here. Go get your hat." Urging Sparkplug to go, mostly because I don't want Mary to have to go last again. You got this time. Go get your
I'm
hat.
so excited to get this validation from the great Qual Capone. I'm like, my furs are fluffed out a little bit, and I'm gonna like prance over to the wagon. What I got? I rolled a 5, a 6, a 4, and a 6.
Okay, so you get a beige trench coat, which looks really nice.
That's hilarious.
Good for me because I'm very long.
And then you decide, these look pretty good actually. You get some like black leather smart trousers.
My God,
Yeah,
that's
they-
absolutely my aesthetic.
Yeah, and they're just the right size as well. You know, it's
Amazing.
It's a good look. You're feeling
That's
good.
trousers for children, I guess.
Baby leather trousers.
There's probably a niche market.
Biker babies.
All right. So we've got 2 left. Who's next?
Gummy, I respect you and your brains. Every choice you've made that's led us here. You've also passed my test. Qual Capone is gracious in giving out his gifts.
I appreciate that. And Gummy is he's gonna waltz over to the caravan, and instead of going inside, he's going to climb on top of it. Smash it.
Smash it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
dang.
gonna jump up and down on and smash it.
yeah, the
Okay.
door
Reason why.
did look small. That's a good idea. The door did look small.
All right. Easy enough to do. You climb up there, and you know it takes 2 or 3 jumps, but you manage to smash your way through.
He's
Bear.
he's gonna look back at everyone and say, "No witnesses."
Oh,
Well, yeah,
that's so iconic.
the guy's
I
dead.
like it.
Yeah, clothes generally don't witness
Thank you.
much.
All
And then
right.
he's gonna rummage through the debris and find some clothes big enough for him.
All right, go ahead and roll your 4d6.
Fight the power.
All right, we've got a 4, a 4, a 1, and a 3.
4, 4, 1, and a 3.
Gummy's a sun bear, yes.
No, I'm the sun bear.
You're the sun bear.
Yeah, I'm a giant unhinged black bear.
You are a giant
Clearly,
unhinged
clearly.
black bear with a black and white striped t-shirt to start off.
Horizontal or vertical?
It's a little bit tight, but you know it kind of just adds to the hinged look. And then you pull out a set of peach velour knickerbockers.
I'm jealous.
So
Oh my god, we
Yeah,
beat
enough
Nick
said.
Bear.
Statement.
That's iconic.
We're definitely
Right,
gonna
and-
need no witnesses now.
An escaped criminal if I've ever seen one.
and then last but not least,
Qual Capone is satisfied with the fact that his teammates are well equipped for the adventure, and he will now go in and take what is rightfully his. So I will go and find the spoils of this encounter. 5552. Rolling high, that's
Okay.
scary.
Yeah.
So the first thing you pull out, like it's literally the first thing you see. You pull out a
Yes.
beige jumper. Which
That's
looks really
quite queer,
good.
I like it, yes.
And then, as you lift up the jumper, you also see a blue denim knee-length skirt, which just happens to be
Oh,
your
Oh my
size.
god,
amazing.
yes.
And it's
Literally, I have that outfit. Okay.
You know, sometimes the dice they just get things right.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Isn't it
can I
superb?
posit a question?
Sure.
The denim skirt. Can I tear it down the front, tear 2 armholes, and make it a vest?
Sure, why not? I'll allow that.
Resourceful.
Hey,
There.
Declan, how you doing?
You look like a homemade wingsuit.
Yeah. Drop it.
Excellent. All right, so you
At
all
this point,
feel
Like Hoop has realized that the t-shirt was too long and was covering. He's now tucked the t-shirt through the Y front, so it's coming out the bottom of the Y front.
spectacular. So you all feel reasonably well disguised. We'll find out how well disguised you are because there is a point system to your disguises, and
Failing
we'll
miserably.
see how well they do. Some of you did better than others. You did really well. Some of you did not. So we'll see. We'll see what works. So you feel
I'm too
ready?
fancy.
Feel ready to enter the town of Vallaki. So you start walking down the street with purpose. Getting up to the entrance, there are 2 guards at the entrance, like sort of allowing people to come through. How do you wish to proceed?
With confidence, of course,
Of course.
and glorious purpose.
So you all walk up to the guards. Just roll to see if your disguises work on them.
Monim, this is your time to shine.
Yep.
Okay. So
Oh, well.
bizarrely, these disguises they seem to work pretty well on these guards. As both of them just sort of give you a look down. One of them's not really saying much. He kind of looks a little bit puzzled at you all. But the other one just comes up. Oh, hey guys, welcome to the Vallaki Honey Harvest Festival. We're really pleased to have you here. Please enjoy. There's lots of honey, and it's all going to be really nice and really fun. You're going to really enjoy yourselves. People are really happy and go lucky and dancing and singing and doing all the things the kids are playing in the streets. Oh, it's such a good time, bruh. And let me tell you, in about an hour's time, they're going to be revealing the super secret honey. So you've got to be there for that. So please,
gotta
come and
give 'em-
enjoy yourselves.
I give him a fist bump.
Oh man, you got some sharp fists there. That's really good. That'd be really good for punching, perhaps, if you're in a situation where so inclined. Punching as such. But nonetheless, enjoy, my friends, enjoy. And then just starts like talking to
Thank
people that
you.
are behind you and giving
I
the
think-
same spiel.
Waddle forward
want-
with both arms up.
Before we go in, I want to just turn to my heist mates and say, now, I am aware that we are not humans. We are in fact bears. So my suggestion is, if anyone has any funny questions or looks a little too long, we tell them we're one of those humble folk that I've seen come through here. There was a Birdman. I saw him with my own 2 eyes, and he flew. If they're not suspicious of that, we're fine.
And
Under
you
the
have-
radar.
I know a couple of birdmen. Good people. Good people.
Good people. And
Good
we're good
people.
bear pull.
We're good people.
Yeah.
So you've made your way into the village itself, and as you sort of approach the center, you start to see this festival now. The crowd going mad. There is fireworks going off in the distance. There is the smell of honey. It just perpetuates all of your senses. Like there is so much honey. You can see honey vendors to the left, to the right, in front of you, behind you. There is just honey for days. There's lots of colours. There's kids running around playing. Everyone's super happy. Welcome to the Honey Harvest Festival. getting, quite a lot of interested looks from people.
Humble folk.
But,
Humble
but
folk.
there's so much going on that no one really sort of approaches you about it. But nonetheless, anything you wish to do at this moment in time?
I try steal some honey candy from a baby.
Specifically from a baby.
From a baby.
You, it takes you a minute to look around, but you do see like the perfect opportunity. There is a baby, like currently unattended.
If I could, like, I think, Gummy is like he's a little troubled, and like with all the honey and everything, he's really trying to hold his composure. And he sees Hoops like looking around, like darting around, arms in the air, and they're on a wavelength here. And he sees the baby, and he kind of puts his hand on Hoops' head, turns him, and he's like, right there.
Got him
That's
out.
the one you want.
Take him out.
Definitely always runs with the arms like full up.
Right. Give me a criminal roll with advantage as you try and sneak this candy and honey from this baby. This honey candy. We'll call it honey candy.
You do service.
Candy.
It's probably choking hazard.
So that was a 3 and a 5.
3 and a 5. So, what's your current criminal stat?
3.
3. So that's a success. So it looks a bit tricky at first. You do manage to swipe it, and the baby just sort of looks like confused. But you manage to get away before it starts crying. So yeah, you have some honey candy.
Yes. Does that mean my stats change from that, or do they stay the same for now?
They stay the same for now.
Okay, cool. Still new.
Yeah.
I think that Camille Capone, being a veteran of this trade, is going to instead, whilst looking for that rare eucalyptus-laced honey that he knows is often here at the festival, is also going to be looking for the informant. And I think he probably trusts like Gummy with sticking to the plan and wants to like mentor him in a way. So he's gonna like kind of like keep an eye on Gummy and just like follow his lead.
All right, sure enough. So yeah, you start sort of leading the group around and looking around, and on your way you do see there is a stall with like an elderly gentleman, and you can smell the eucalyptus coming from the honey in his batch.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sort of looks you over and say, you after some of my eucalyptus honey? Is that what you're after?
Yeah. What's it to you?
Which is what you think you say, but as none of you can speak common, you just let out this. You've been smoking too much of that tobacco, my friend. It's fine. Yeah. He just proceeds to give you like a little wooden bowl full of this eucalyptus honey. Enjoy the festival.
I take the bowl of honey, and I just like.
Alright. If you're consuming the honey, you can move a point across from criminal to dare.
Okay, can I just clarify? We have 6 points or 3?
So you start off with 3 in each.
3.
You don't want to get to 6. If you get to 6, bad things happen and your character is no longer playable.
Okay, so we have 4 in bear at the moment, and 2 in criminal.
Okay.
Okay.
Just as a reminder, if you need to voluntarily move a point into bear, you can eat some honey or eucalyptus or bamboo, whatever your character would desire. If you want to do the opposite and voluntarily move a point from bear to criminal, you can have a flashback scene, which we'll come to if that comes up.
I love that.
But continuing on, you lead your group, your intrepid group of adventurers. You sort of head towards the back streets. And as you take there, well, do you know these backstreet bears? They're back, all right. You take a corner, and then you hear a voice call out to you. And as you look over towards the voice, John, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh boy.
Mes amis, what are you doing with those
Yes.
pathetic those disguises are useless.
I knew it.
What are you doing? Get over here.
Gummy
this
will
voice
kind of
coming
like
over.
usher the smaller bears forward like his children.
I'm really trying to act like a human, but my tail's sticking out the back of my coat, so it's very obvious that it's not really great.
And as you make your way over to the side alley,
Alright, cool.
you see
Not ready.
Yeah!
I was literally about to
I knew it! I knew it!
Oh my
say,
god.
Maxine, who dis?
I suspected this would happen. I prayed that it would.
And-
my friends, they
Oh my
had but
God.
one option. There was only one thing I could do. Can you hear it okay? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we can be okay. And
Can we get some
There.
hype in the chat for John right now?
I'm a
My
spam.
friends,
Those
what are
phoenixes
you doing?
fly.
Get over here right now. You're going to get caught by the city guard.
It's gotta be a horse.
I know the city guards. They're all cool.
I don't think...
This is a pre-established part of my character, and I mentioned it earlier in the game. I don't trust anyone who doesn't subsist exclusively off honey. And Maxine, I don't know how I know your name. You there, informant. I'm having trouble believing that you're our guy. So what can you say to convince me, Al Capone, that you are on our team in this?
I know that Sean Ben sent you. Is it not true?
It is true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But you might have heard that off the real informant.
I also know that you're here for the Raven Honey, n'est-ce pas?
You are not incorrect.
Nest
Who told you that?
is Nespa kind of funny?
no.
Look,
Right.
everyone, we have to approach this very carefully. Listen, please. I shall say this only once. The Raven Honey is being kept in the back streets, tucked away under heavy guard, off the main square for the festival. We must work together. We must use all of our skills, all of our stealth, all of our cunning, and we shall be victorious.
Wait, what was that?
Don't mind him. He will catch up. Can I just confirm your skill set that you're bringing to the table is the getaway driver?
That is right. Once you have the honey, I have the wheels, I have the oofs, and we shall oof it out of here.
The eyes on that are horrifying.
Oh wow.
How much can you actually see?
Not very much, so
How
can I just say,
warm is it
to
under there?
Aussie Gamer, I'm not ignoring you, I just can no longer read chat. Sorry, I
Oh,
saw there was
boy.
something, but I had to stop. And I cannot move my chin very much.
You are well and truly committing to the bit, and we love you for it. Right, so you've met your informant and your getaway driver, Maxine, who, funnily enough, being a horse, is the only one of you that can actually speak common.
Oh my gosh. Right.
Huh.
We're gonna need you.
I do speak a bit common myself, but I felt that you're probably a bit better, so I'll let you do all the talking.
Do not mind me, I'm just over here casually reading this book. Yes.
That's some very good hoof work.
While you're having this discussion, you can't help but overhear, like just off to the side, down one of the side roads, you hear some people like slowly approaching in conversation. You just hear. Right. I don't want to alarm you, Vanta, but I'm pretty sure I can smell bears.
What?
As you look over, Maxine, you recognize immediately who you see as you are looking at Xenicus and Lady Vanta, who are walking
my
through the
God.
streets.
That's amazing.
And the rest of you, you see this female walking beside this chap, looks over directly at you with a very sort of blank expression and says, I don't believe I know what a group of bears smell like, Xenicus.
Oh,
But I'm more interested in where Maxine got that top hat from.
that's accurate. That's very accurate.
My friends, stay here. I will sort this out. Clip-clop, 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 clip-clop.
Can I have your hat?
You run over.
Xenicus, Vanta, how are you doing? I thought you were still recuperating after your run-in with the curse of Strahd.
I mean, if you guys
All
want to take
credits.
over at this point.
I wasn't expecting this.
I'm so.
Would it be like, okay, we gotta act natural. We gotta look natural, and I'm gonna like position everyone in like a vignette of just frozen, like, ta-da, we're normal. The face of the group, it's chill.
Posing.
Maxine, I don't know why you're keeping company with a very charismatic panda bear, but I can assure you that
What? There are no bears
do
here.
not-
What are you talking about? These are just my friends from out of town.
Xenicus, this is what the Humblewood persuasion looks like.
Yes,
I'm
that is right.
Sure.
So there are several humble folk who are just visiting.
Is that honey I smell?
It is
There's
a honey
a-
festival. There's honey everywhere.
No, but like, I mean, like, also the dripping off the claws of that one over there.
They're not claws. They are manicured nails.
That one appears to be wearing the scalp of a long dead human.
I don't know.
Kind of green, then I stop.
Most of us civilized folk call it leather.
Oh. Interesting.
Gummy like shakes his head very slowly and starts to climb the nearest building.
All right. Give me a bear roll with advantage.
I love this.
This is so good.
This is phenomenal.
A 2 and a 1.
Nice.
2 and a 1. Rest of you watch as, with the most ease you've ever seen, he just like Assassin's Creed's his way up this side of this building. He's gone. He's up there and perched up
man.
at the top.
That's got to be the next one after
getting-
Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Barovia.
Oh my god. Yes.
And you easily get up there. You get quite a good view of the town of Valaki.
I mean, he's a big bear, so like Xenicus Savannah clearly saw that.
Yeah.
Maxine.
Yeah.
Vanta's gonna say to Xenicus, as intriguing and bizarre as this is, I do see Asara giving us that look that she gives us when we're getting a little bit lost in the side quests.
I also feel that we shouldn't mention this because they're going to think that like we took a bit of too many hits last night.
Yes, and I think that Krieg might in fact be high on honey.
Yes. I mean, that honey pie was a bit of a risky move.
Yes, I wonder if it was full of bones like the others. What a thought that would be.
Hope not. We don't have to do that again.
Maxine, I'm sure we can trust you with whatever this is.
Ah, yes, my friends. No problem at all.
Just make sure they don't meet the tiger.
Oh,
Tiger.
The tiger?
We have the tiger.
I thought he was gone.
Just saying, like, whatever this is, make sure they don't meet.
That is probably the best
Craig.
idea.
Craig like he like Thor slams down to the ground next to Vanta and Xenicus and he's like, "Did you guys try this pie?"
let's go have some more. And
Get some
The rest of you watch as this interesting group of characters disappears
Why do I feel like
off.
Esmeralda's dancing?
down the
Like, I don't
streets.
know why. I feel like there's some
Definitely
kind
is.
of dance going on. Anyway,
Probably.
He's absolutely dancing.
hell yeah.
It's your guys' day off. You know, you guys are enjoying the festival.
Yeah, we're
You
close to
don't get a
death
day
and
off
it's
very
fun.
often.
Look, this is our day off. We will not be doing quests today. This is clearly a quest.
Hell yeah. Kawaii Kapari is
Um,
going to look at the retreating backs of those humanoids and say, they looked a bit odd. I don't want to get involved with the wrong sort there.
Yeah.
They could blow the whole mission.
Didn't even eat honey.
Don't trust them. Maxine, you're on thin ice.
Please, do not judge me by those I associate with, and I trust that others will not do the same for this little entourage that I am stuck with today.
I understand. I understand.
Not little. Not little.
Waddles over.
So,
Where'd the big
So-
one go?
Sorry, little one, I almost stepped on you.
for the sake of brevity, I will say that eventually, Maxine is able to lead you through the back streets to a small building, which appears to have one guard posted outside, and appears to be where this supposed raven honey currently being stored. So as you look over the building, figure out your next move, this is where the heist is to begin.
My goodness.
Okay.
So how would you
Gummy?
like to proceed?
I would like to first
Okay.
ask, Sparkplug, what are you wearing? Again, can you remind me?
I am wearing a long beige trench coat,
Stunning.
black leather smart
Leather,
trousers,
leather trousers, that's it.
and 4 hats.
Stunning. Very cool.
Mere
go.
4 hats.
A mere fool.
Only 4 for now. For now. Keeping an eye out.
And a toupee.
Toupee,
She's
true.
gonna claim that it was a
Right,
toupee.
yeah.
That's true.
Gonna
That
claim it was
counts
a
the
toupee.
hat. It's a leather hat now.
I've drawn 3 so far.
I can't. Yeah, I would say
That's you.
the potential for
Fantastic.
fan art from this session is just superb.
Yeah.
So there's
So-
one guard at the main door.
Gummy is gonna look at Mo and say, "Your hat."
My hat, and then he touches it, falls off. Oh, sorry. My hat.
Just ready to catch it that one time you don't pick it up again.
Like hovering around.
I want you to take your hat and I want you to roll it down the street there in front of the guard. I'd run after it.
And I run after it. Okay.
That's right.
And I roll the crown down the street. And then as I run after it, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm the face of the group. I gotta look very convincing. And I run, and when I run, I like lean forward. I lean forward and I like throw my arms back as I'm going, like
I love
I'm
that. I love it.
after, but I'm like kind of over.
Give
But
me.
I'm like trying to mutter to myself like I've seen humans do, like, oh no, oh dear, oh my hat,
Gi-
I dropped.
Give me,
No.
give me a criminal roll with advantage.
Oh no, my hat! I dropped it. Oh,
Sick charisma.
say that every day.
Advantage. I got a 1 and a 6.
Oh well.
Jeez.
Roll.
Oh my goodness, this is good.
We'll say that's a success, but it's still a 6, so we'll find out what else happens.
Oh no.
The heist
What do
begins.
I roll? A D100?
He's got it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get you guys to roll it, but I've ended up rolling it. It's fine.
This is cool. You get your
actually,
dream
no,
of
you
being able
can
to
roll-
roll now.
You can roll it because this one doesn't really work. Honey Heist.
Summon bears.
Oh dang, we're here!
There we go. Reinforcement.
You cast Power Word Honey at 9th level.
Oh.
Honey just rains down. We all get to 6 points in bed, just like that.
Oh, sugar, sugar.
Hell, a spell second in power only to power word thick.
Oh my goodness.
Wait till we get to thick honey.
I got 95.
Mm.
95. Okay, so You managed to successfully distract this guard with your chasing the hat scene. You look very believable. For the next minute, you all feel like the last thing you want to do is, like, I don't know, get a paper cut or just have any form of piercing damage.
Piercing damage.
Stay away from sharp objects for the next minute.
Get those claws away from me. I understand I have claws, but I am scared of yours
You're
now.
feeling very self-conscious about anything sharp within a 30 feet radius of all of you.
Witty ones in the group, I don't know who you are yet. We haven't spent that much time together, but keep your mouths shut.
I just want to ask something. You seem to be kind of taking a bit of a leader role here. I just want to know what your qualifications are.
My
Oh.
qualification.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
Roll me a D100 for that bear pun.
Yeah, the bear buns!
Begins.
I was waiting.
I feel like you were
Oh my
sitting on that for a
goodness.
while, Michael, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, thank you.
It was worth it.
This is where the Curse of Strahd campaign truly falls apart.
This is it. Let's ruin the world. Let's do it.
It's okay. It's just 1/4 of a lucky. We can
Break the
stretch
world
that.
for me.
Okay. That is a 16.
Oh, that's low.
16.
What does it mean?
All right, cool.
Okay.
So, as you ask this perfectly valid question, there is a flash of light, and the rest of you see that Hoop has vanished. He's just gone. Hoop, from your perspective,
Can everyone
You
do
have-
that but me?
You do it if I wanted to.
Ati,
Don't want
Ati.
it right now.
Hoop, from your perspective, just as a player, for the next minute, you're on the ethereal plane.
Oh my god! We're
Not
getting
the next 6
everywhere.
seconds, for the next minute. So he's gone. You don't know. You guys don't know where he's gone.
Clark
Patch,
Capone is going to use this to his advantage. Oh, go on.
if I'm being to see, sorry,
Seems like you're.
as Archie goes onto the ethereal plane, he spies off in the distance 3 night hags stalking Xenicus and Vanta.
This is fine.
Destroy
Cockburn.
our windmill, will you?
No! Knowing none of this, Carl Cone's going to be like, this is but one of my great skills. If you
Oh.
pry in too deep into Carl Capone's backstory, this is what you'll find. Nothing. You'll cease to exist. Because I never existed in the first place. I'm the drop bear. I drop in, I get out, frame someone else. That's how boys
And
work.
by this point, the guard that
You
was
tell us,
distracted is now not distracted.
Can I get your hat?
I pick up my crown and I just start. I finished like chasing it and I got it, and then I just start walking back to everyone and walk back past the guard.
This is problematic, I understand now. Also, to answer your question, Sparkplug, I'm sure you might hear about my backstory if I go a bit too berry or a bit too honey in a flashback.
I see this. I have to do everything here. Just a moment, my friends. And Maxine kind of cups her hooves to her mouth and says, does a best impression of a Valaki panicky local. God!
Panic.
God! Somebody help us! Help us! Help! Help!
All right, roll for criminal with advantage.
I have to find my dice. Where is it? Here it is. Okay.
He knew this with a mask on.
Can you see the rolls?
I got my big d6 to help me see it.
Hey!
Yay.
Is this that then criminal
Yes.
in port?
2.
A 2! Alright, so yeah, the guard immediately looks up. He can't see where it's come from. Lifts up his spear. What's going on? What? And he proceeds to run towards where you currently are.
Everyone, double around the back.
Let's go.
Can I start looking for a way? So we have to get into the build inside, right?
Yeah.
Can I start looking for a way in by attempting to hack the windows or the doors? Like, you know, like
You can. I mean,
Away at
you
them.
can check the.
I can hack things. I can help you.
As you go up to the front door while the guard is distracted, you do see that it is locked. So potentially,
I'd like to hack the lock.
you're gonna hack the lock. Okay.
I get out a dagger and start hacking at it.
All right. Roll for criminal advantage. You guys using these skills. I like it.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. No
Nice.
problem. This is the drop bear's special skill.
The drop bear. It drops
Roll a
off.
successful hack. The door just opens.
When the guard comes running over, Maxine's just stood there like a regular horse.
That's great.
Almost.
It just
Too
looks
real.
at the horse and he's like, "I'm guessing you didn't see anything, did you?"
Nope.
What? He's just like,
Nay.
maybe I need to lie down. I think fucking animals are talking now. Jesus. I don't know who Jesus is, but yeah. He just starts walking. It just puts his spear down and just starts walking off like he's just quit. He's had enough.
I like it.
Here.
Take the spear.
Okay, you can take the spear, yeah?
Yeah.
I take it for now. I don't need this here, do I? I don't need to change anything over, so I just wanted to use my power, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna just take the spear.
Easy
Eat
enough
it
to
like
do.
bamboo.
I mean, the handle does look like kind of tasty. You know.
I'm gonna
Not
keep
so much
it.
the pointy end, but
Sticking with the pointy.
Especially right now. Like.
Yeah.
it's around about this time that there's a
Yeah.
poof, and you see your companion has returned to this mortal plane.
But he's curled in a ball. He's going. "Ah!"
Pretty
Sorry,
much.
everyone's ears.
Sorry.
Oh,
The bit. Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit.
so like, Gummy will see Hoops kind of boop, like right back into existence, and he'll be like, "Good, everybody, get in there."
All right. They all make your way over to the door.
I will keep watch outside and look for a means of escape.
Are you alright with that, Maxine?
It is my
Don't want to get
idea.
involved? Alright then.
Hey, I am the one who has to still stay here after all of this goes down. I want to keep these hooves clean.
Alright. I think after everyone goes in, because Carl Capone, like he said, is a drop bear. He goes in, he goes out, no one sees him coming. So he's going to use his fingerprints to attempt to make it look like nothing ever happened. Divert the trail. So he just says to everyone, just bear with me for 1 second whilst I get my fingerprints down here.
Roll me a D100.
Yay!
I'm just glad you just started talking because I was about to do a bear pun for Maxine.
32, and then we should do the bear pun for Maxine as well.
Definitely.
Destroy the
Wow,
lucky!
okay, this one's great. So, as you make this, you feel confident that this is one of the best puns that anyone's ever heard.
Bear
Suddenly,
with
without
me.
warning, within a 30-foot radius of all of you, you start to see, like, from the wood and the stone, just from every surface, cabbages start sprouting.
My cabbages, where did they come from?
It's the weirdest shit you've seen. And you've seen some weird stuff today already. But yeah. There's lots
Is
of
there such
cabbages
thing
out
as
there.
cabbage honey?
Maxine
sounds-
just says,
Maybe.
Disgusting.
Carl Capone, just stop horsing around and stay on the mission.
That has to count!
That will count.
Really?
Yep. You can
Yes.
roll me a D100.
Hang on, the D100 is small.
We're never getting the honey!
Yeah. That's how I
20.
did use my one as well.
29.
29. Okay. So feeling that you can counter that bear pun with a horse pun of your own, you suddenly find yourself teleported 60 feet away,
Oh,
right in front of your traveling companions from the main campaign, who are just suddenly alarmed to see you appear in front of them.
Bonjour, mon ami, ça va?
Ça va bien. Et toi?
Oui, oui.
Ouais, ouais.
So,
How are you feeling? Have you
Maxine,
recuperated?
how-
I'm sorry that you did not get the full effects of a long rest over the evening before.
What?
I'm-
Oh, then Vanta just clutches her ribs, is like, "Ah!"
Do not worry, my
so
friends.
while all that's going on, it's about this time you hear some shouting come from inside the building, which is it's not a large building. You just hear from like several rooms in the building. So these fucking cabbages coming from? What the bloody hell's going on? As you peek through the door, you can see that there is a long corridor. There is a door at the end, and there's a door on the left and a door on the right.
Voices are coming from the far end.
The voices are coming from the room on the left and the room on the right.
Okay.
Shall we sneak in? Get what we came for? At this point, you hear
Okay.
that the voice is actually coming from underneath Gummy, because he's literally just holding onto the fur underneath Gummy.
Okay, so like Gummy like effortlessly just rips one of these cabbages off the wall and just like tears into it. So spark plug. You
Sir.
take the left. Oops. You take the right.
You got this, sir. What are you doing to get in? Can I just kill everybody?
Yeah.
Claws are sharp.
All right.
There's slice
Take
some
them out.
cabbages. Sir,
So starting
Don't
off
be
with
disappointed.
spark plug.
I keep the hat,
Spark
sir.
plug. You go to the door on the left. It is open.
Yeah.
You just sort of peek your head in. You can see that there is one guard sat inside there, like figure out where all these cabbages have come from. And just in front of him, he's sat in a chair, but in front of him you can see lots of like purple crystals hanging from string from the ceiling,
All
all in
crystals.
different sizes.
Ooh.
And as you look at the crystals, you can see like moving images. And as you look at the moving images, you see that it's various points of the festival.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Almost like some sort of arcane crystal CCTV network, because that's the only way I could fit this into this setting.
Oh my god.
Crystal camera teleportation vision.
I like
There you
it.
go, CCTV.
We got there.
Very good.
There you go. You found the CCTV room, and there is a guard that is very
Excellent.
distracted right now.
Excellent. Actually, I have a question. How do I differentiate between my skill and my job? Some overlap there.
So I'd say being the muscle, it means you get advantage on fighting. If you're attempting to full on cause carnage is a bit more broad, so carnage doesn't necessarily just mean killing people. It means like,
Okay.
you know, for destroying things and causing chaos, basically.
That's helpful. In this case, I mean, we don't want to destroy the pretty crystals, so I will just try and take this guy by myself. He's quite distracted, right? So can I try and sort of sneak up
He's-
behind him? And is anyone watching me as I go in to make sure I'm doing this okay?
Yes.
If you are, I'll try and be really fancy.
Gummy
Okay.
is watching.
Yes,
Oh.
always.
All right.
So I
Go
feel
ahead.
the eyes are running in the back of my head, and I feel like I need to show them that I am the shit. So I am going to go in. I'm gonna try and balance on my front legs, and I'm gonna try and whack him across the head with my tail and knock him out.
Okay. Non-lethal. So yeah, go ahead and make a. We'll call this.
I just knocked him onto the floor.
We'll call this a criminal check advantage. 'Cause this is
Okay.
bears don't normally kill wag someone unconscious. So.
Alright, give me a second. Got a 3 and a 5.
3 and a 5. What's your current criminal stat?
Criminal is 2.
2. Okay, so that is a failure, I'm afraid. So you have to
Oh
roll.
no, what happens?
You have to roll the same number or lower than your stat. So, as you go to, you manage to sneak up decently enough because he's so distracted. As you go to try and make contact with your tail to knock him out, it just sort of like glances off the side of his, like the back of his head, like just like, you know, like if a cat.
Gentle caress.
Yeah, and he's just like, why is there honey badger? First cabbages, now honey badgers. What's going on? And he lifts up a spear at you. What are you doing?
I am going to try and grab the spear out of his hand because I also have the right to bear arms, even though I'm not a bear.
Bear. Well, you are badgering him, so.
Oh god.
Oh, right,
Do
okay,
it, do
we've
it,
got
do it!
two.
Double,
All
double,
right.
double!
So, let's do the action first. So, just roll a straight criminal check.
Okay. It's a 4.
That's a 4. You try and grab the spear. But unfortunately, it just your claws are too slippy. You don't
Tiny
manage to
fingers.
grab hold of it.
Like
Yeah.
centimeters long.
So let's go find out what these 2 wild magic surges are, because y'all can't help yourselves. maybe it'll help.
You've seen our streams!
Yeah. Why do you think I asked to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew.
We
Yeah.
know what you want, Patch.
So yeah, let's have
Okay.
2 wild magic surges.
I just rolled a 97.
Oh.
97.
You know what that means?
I'm scared of what it
Okay,
means.
that's quite
Two.
interesting. So
know.
this, with a 97, next minute you're surrounded by faint ethereal music, almost as if you've been
Ooh.
possessed by the spirit of a being called Sirenscape. You have your own live action
fuzzy.
Sirenscape going on right now.
like
and
this,
then the
I'm-
other wild magic surge.
La, 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 la,
What was that?
John.
Oh, 17. Okay. So for the for the next minute,
Oh no.
you notice like your chin's starting to itch. It's quite strange. And over the next minute, you realize you're growing a full beard, like a full-on, like proper Viking beard,
Nice.
which
That's
proceeds to
pretty
grow out
cool.
over the next minute,
I love it so much.
and it doesn't go away.
Do I get? Am I more convincing as a human?
Yeah.
I will give you a +2 to your disguise score for it because it is very human.
Yeah, I like it, I like it.
Guys,
Maxine.
look what I.
Maxine like sticks their head in one of the windows. Oh yes, that is a very good disguise. Well done. You're getting the idea.
Thanks.
All right. So this guy is now just looking at the scene in front of him, like a room full of cabbages, a very angry honey badger, and a bearded panda bear in the
Red
corridor.
music.
And he can hear this creepy music. And he just sort of looks for a second, and he just throws his spear down and goes, "They don't pay me enough for this." And he just puts his hands up and proceeds to walk
grab it.
out, and, like stopping to look at you all as he does. And he's like, "Nope, not today."
Yes, that's right,
I
Pastor.
follow
You
him
just keep
out.
walking. You just keep walking. Beat,
I'm
beat.
poking with the spear.
This is really
At
easy,
this
guys.
point, as who was going for the room on the right? Was that who?
That was it.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so as you're about to open the door opens as you see 2 guards have heard the commotion from the room across and have rushed out to see what's happened. They open the door and they just look and they see the corridor full of bears. And you see a very panicked expression on their face as they just slowly shut the door.
This is all going according to plan.
He turns around and is like, "Yep, I spoke to them, and I've convinced them to leave.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. Know what I'm doing.
Well-
Know what I'm doing." And he kind of pulls at the t-shirt that's kind of tucked in underneath the Y fronts.
I forgot about the Y-fronts.
Oh my god. How could you forget about the life friends?
Oh boy.
I think Coral Capone would like to hack the camera crystals, if that's possible.
Yes!
So that
Do it.
I want to see whether there are any that sort of like show the building insides, the rooms that we're in, that kind of thing. And I want to just conveniently just like turn them so that they don't see us. Just we're all, I think, except for a couple of us, we're all slightly smaller than humans. So I'm just gonna tilt them up, so that they just go right over our heads unhacked.
All right. What? Make a criminal roll at advantage.
5 and 2.
5 and 2. So again, your hacking skills supreme. What you actually managed to do is you actually managed to lock these arcane cameras on a feedback loop, so they're showing the same footage.
Oh,
on the loop
nice.
I'm
from
hacking the
before you
mainframe.
entered.
I'm the guy in
If
the chair.
anyone looks, you've hacked the mainframe. No one can see that you've even been there.
But can one of them just show Maxine's head like poking in that window over and over again?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? That can be explained later on in the campaign.
Yeah. Drop bear.
I like to imagine sometimes that like the world is kind of cartoony, but Maxine is like a very photorealistic horse.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I like it.
Oh yeah, I love it. So, as you've hacked the cameras, you can see some of them do show the interior of this building, and you can see in the room across, there's the two guards who've sort of locked themselves in, and they're sort of, one of them sat on the other side of the door crying. The other one's like seems to be writing on some parchment at the table. Next to a bowl of half-eaten honey. Tears streaming down his face. You're not sure what he's writing. And then you can see
I think
camera
it
feed
says.
of the corridor.
Perhaps does it say, "Dearest Blinsky, I always loved you."
There's
It may
Coldplay
very
playing in the
well.
background.
Yeah. Oh. So you can see that one of the feeds shows the corridor in front of you, and then there is another one which shows the room at the end, and it's a bit strange, but you look and you can see there's various barrels of honey. And
Interesting.
one of them, which has in big letters on it, you can just see the word Raven.
Could this be a
Potentially-
decoy?
Well,
Check
the
it
other
out.
thing you notice is that there is some sort of there's two silhouettes in that room. You can't make out what they are, but they look bigger than humans. Quite sure. You can't really make out. We appear to be currently in that room.
So, like, Gummy kind of like pushes his way into this room with these crystals, and he's very, very carefully like kind of tinking his claws on them like one by one. And he sits back down and he's thinking, okay,
Things
we're
about to
gonna
get
go
grisly.
down home. Maybe. Probably. Let's be real. So, Hoops, I give you this vial. I want you to try to sneak into this room and procure a sample of the raven honey. And we go from there.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna retroactively roll my D100. It's 73.
73.
Double gummy.
Okay. Let me just roll something real quick.
Yes, good.
All right. Mo.
Yes.
The next minute, you get this really like upset stomach, and you feel like your veins are on fire. You're
No.
poisoned for the next minute.
No.
Oh no.
Guys, I don't feel so.
Just leans over.
That's a waste of honey, that is.
Truly, Grizzly.
Oh, there is.
Well, clearly it wasn't
How
very
many of
good.
these am I going to have to do?
I think that's a carryover.
That one can carry over. Right.
Well,
So,
So, like, he's got the little file. He's gonna kind of head that way. He's like, "You guys stay out here. You need plausible deniability."
Oh, God.
Oh, do it, do it. Do it,
so
you
who-
coward.
as you make your way down the corridor and you approach this room at the end, something does catch your eye. You can see inset into the wall there are crystals. They look very similar to the ones from the room, but they're very small and they're inset. And they appear to be spread out across one wall at different points. And you look at the other wall and you see that there are more in the same points, parallel. They seem to be gleaming ever so slightly.
He's kind of like looks really nervous. He's still holding it with like his this thing in his arms up as he's walking around. He's like, he looks back, sees Gummy. What's Gummy's reaction?
Patch?
Gummy will put his paw up in like a weight motion, and he'll rip another cabbage off the wall and like just chuck it down the hall.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
All right. As you grab one of these cabbages and you proceed to throw it down the hall, it falls perfectly in between two of these crystals. And then you start to hear a noise. A loud, obscene noise, like a siren.
Is the alarm off?
And
Is there a
then
fire alarm?
the next thing you see is a flash fire as the corridor is now engulfed in flame as you have set off the alarms, and the fire spell that was triggered has now set this building on fire.
Patch, can
The
I,
Raven Honey, no!
Patch,
No!
can I
Really
instigate a
probable,
flashback?
surely.
You want to do a flashback? Yeah, go ahead.
Earlier on today, Maxine met with Izek Strahd after he was on the run and hiding away after Asara had warned him what was going to happen. And he went over the blueprints of this building and is looking over all the exits and has discovered what kind of protections are in order. And just as this happens, Maxine's head appears through the window. My friends, watch out, there's a fire truck. Oh, never mind.
You can go ahead and move your point over. But yes, and as the fire engulfs, you see at the end of the room, at the end of the corridor, a door opens. And you see one of these large silhouettes appears in the doorway. Who the fucking hell sent off the traps? And through the smoke, you do begin to see there is a large black bear
Oh my
stood
goodness.
in that doorway.
Rifle. Ready.
And just behind you
Him
can
out.
see there is a slightly smaller grizzly bear.
Oh my god, things really did get crazy. Right.
Are they with us?
I don't think so. I think they're a rival gang of bears. Friends.
Oh, I see how it is. You're Sean Beans lot, are ya? Sean Bairn, whatever he's called, I don't know. That
Who do you
Yorkshire
belong
fella.
to?
I knew that prick would try something. He'll never beat the BBCFG. That's right, the Barovian Bear Coalition for Justice. We're here to reclaim what's rightfully ours, which is this honey. Try
I
and
don't
stop
think
us,
so,
they'll kill
honey.
us. Wait a minute. I recognise those ears. Is that? Oh. Did he try and bring the drop bear, really? You think the drop bear's gonna stop me, Dalish Slasher, and my adopted brother Wade Stealthily? You really think you can stop us?
Wait,
Stealthily! The mythos. The bear,
You're
the
the bear
legend.
behind, just like, you're the bear behind, just like, sorry, oh, Wade Stealthily, yeah, so, yeah. I can't really make out what
At
he's
this,
saying.
like, I've been slowly sneaking along the wall that's kind of on fire, but try like, and as that conversation's in, I'm gonna try like sneak past them while they're talking.
Oh, can I help
Okay.
by...
Go
Go on.
He is the thief, so sneaking is kind of
Yeah.
a specialist skill, so
Yes.
he already has advantage.
While
Sweet,
they're
okay.
distracted by that conversation of meeting the drop bear, I'm gonna like
Perfect.
Yeah. So, criminal check at advantage.
that is 6 and a 3. So there's a 3,
and
so it's
a
a
3.
pass because I've got a 3 in criminal, but there is a 6
Very good.
there.
There is a 6, so let you want to roll for that?
No, you can roll for it.
I'll roll for it. Okay. That is is that? Okay, this could work out in your favor. Let me go get a D8. All right, so as you're sneaking along, you notice that that Dalish sort of looks at you. You trying something funny? And all of a sudden, there seems to be like a build-up of arcane energy around you, and all the fire in the corridor just seems to come together and coalesce into a ball, which then proceeds to strike Dalish right in his face.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
He's like, "Ah!" And he's just, like,
Huzzah!
running back into the room, his brother
Amazing.
chasing after him, and he dives through a window. And you start to hear commotion outside.
As he dives through the window, can Maxime be just outside and she like kicks him midair,
Yeah, go for it.
clotheslining?
Yeah, make a roll for horse.
Okay. And that is a 2. So yeah.
That's a 2. Easy enough, you just sort of rear back and double hoof right into a cart to the side. Yeah, he's in a bad way. His brother sort of jumps through the window following him out. You've managed to avoid rolling bear initiative, so that's a thing. The room is yours. The fire is no longer an issue.
Yeah.
In the corridor, at least. The rest of the
Definitely
building
cinched.
is starting to slowly start setting alight.
Quickly, my friends, get the sample. Let's go.
I'm going to use my honey sense to try and find out what is the best, most delicious sample to catch.
Okay. Roll for honey sense advantage. Your bear. That'll be a bear roll.
Bear check.
Yeah. Bear.
2 and 3.
2 and a 3. Yeah, so you can determine that like there's 6 barrels in this room, and they're all you recognize the smell immediately. It is the nicest smelling honey that you've ever had the pleasure of smelling. And on each of the barrels you can see it does say Raven Honey. And on one of them in particular you see there is a small note which says Raven Honey, courtesy of Lady Fiona Vactor. How would you pronounce that last name?
Oh, isn't she the wife? Or am I wrong?
But yeah, you've determined that all the honey in this room, in these barrels, all 6 barrels, is the Raven Honey.
This is the Raven
Girls.
Honey.
Can I
I
try
carry
and
one.
pop off one of like the lids of one of them to try and get my sample?
Easy enough to do.
So it like little hand, he kind of like scurries up the barrel, and he's gonna put like 2 hands in at the same time, one scooping up with the thing, the other one scooping right into his mouth.
Yep. This is the nicest honey that you've ever had. You can go ahead and move a point from criminal to bear as you successfully gorge on this beautiful honey. I don't know enough words for consuming honey.
Yes.
Um,
Delectable, supple honey.
Yeah, it's
like
almost
velvet down your throat.
It's almost addictive in a way. There's something about it that's just like, You've never experienced something this good before.
It's so good. As he's eating it, he just kind of falls and he falls into the barrel.
Yeah,
Oh.
that stands. Okay.
Can I assist the whole situation by helping out Hoop and like making it look as though this barrel was hardly ever touched at all?
Like from all the fur, the singed fur that's inside now.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll
yeah.
use my fingerprints to make
for
this
it, go
all
for
go
it.
away.
That will be a criminal check.
I have 4 in criminal. That's not good, is it?
No, it's good, it's good. You want to be lower than that.
Okay. 3 and 1.
Yay.
3 and 1. Yep. Somehow, bizarrely, you managed to tidy up this crime scene.
So I have a
What are you
question. I
doing
now
there?
have
Come on, let's go.
I now have 1 in bear and 5 in criminal, and that feels bad. So can I do what John did and have a flashback,
No,
or does that not work?
Other way
honey,
around.
honey.
No,
One
honey.
honey.
You're gonna want to
Hopefully
eat
we
some
have
honey.
lots.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna like as I'm there, just gonna go.
Have a small taste.
It licking it like off the back of the
We're like,
You can't see the
do
other bear,
bears
it's
group
really
each
covered in-
other?
Koalas certainly
They do now.
Wait, I'm gonna koala hug you and just kind of like.
now have honey all over your coat, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead
this
and
is
move
fine.
a point from criminal to bear as you
Thank
taste some
you.
honey. And again, it is gorgeous. It's the best tasting thing you've ever had in your entire life.
Oh my gosh.
Any windows in this room?
There are 2 windows. One of them has been smashed through. That's the
That's one that Maxine's shouting. from.
rival bears.
Yeah.
You
like-
can hear Maxine outside.
Sturdy
Damn
on these
it.
barrels. Can I try and throw it out the window without it breaking?
What, a barrel?
Yeah.
You got a barrel.
It's a small barrel. I don't know how
Finder's
big they
fee,
are.
finder's fee.
They are quite large barrels.
Okay, well in that case maybe not. I didn't
Um,
know how big they were.
Gummy.
I was going to suggest the gummy. That's what I was saying. Like, can gummy throw one through
Yeah.
a window?
Gummy is he's gonna run into the room, like smelling the honey. He's absolutely like lost it, and he's going to like kind of he's gonna smash the window open with his head and just start heaving the barrels out the window, all of them.
Yeah.
All right. You could roll for, roll for bear. This is like your primal instincts coming in.
Oh, that's a good idea, Omiyage.
Okay, I got a 3,
Okay, does that beat your current stat?
so it meets my current stat. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you with a surprising amount of ease, you managed to hunker some of these barrels through. How many do you want to take? There are 6 in total.
All of them.
Gonna take them all? All right.
One's still got
Everyone.
Bertie like hanging half out of it. Like Hoop's still hanging half out.
Okay.
Now, Patch, have I
So-
found a suitable wagon outside?
Go ahead and give me a roll for criminal at advantage.
Yay.
I'm the getaway driver. I'll give you advantage on this.
4, which is my stat.
All right. So yeah, there's several carts around, but you see one that you really look the like of. It looks like, really like the look of. Sorry.
There it is.
It looks like it could hold several barrels, and yeah, you reckon you could get everyone away pretty, like, decently with this wagon.
Okay.
As you start to see the barrels just coming through,
I
somehow
managed
landing in the wagon.
I somehow managed to hook myself up and start to move the wagon towards the window.
Yep. So the next
Let's
sort of
go,
30
let's
seconds
go.
or so, you all manage to get out of the building, into the wagon. The wagon's loaded, it's full of honey. You start to hear from down the road the sound of all wagons coming in and shouting. You can hear guards shouting. Probably a good time to get out of Dodge, or Velaki, so I say.
Congratulations,
Get
my
outta
friends!
here.
Fantastic! Viva la Bevolution!
Ha!
Ah,
Make
I
a
ju-
roll.
I just as you start moving away, you look back and you see some of the other buildings next to the building you're in are now starting to catch fire. And you can see these wagons are coming in on your tail. We've got a chase on, guys.
Yes, let's do it.
So,
I say we let the
This is
world
where-
burn for the honey.
so at this point, we have Maxine driving.
Indeed.
We need someone to be sat behind Maxine as a lookout, and then everyone else can sort of act as they wish within the wagon.
I'll do lookout because I think about the bottom of my paws are probably quite singed from all that fire, so he's probably kind of a bit barefooted at the moment. So he's just
Let's do it.
so he's nursing that and he's helping out Maxine.
Okay, let's have that surge while you take your
Pain
seat.
unbearable.
Unbearable pain. Yes,
Oh,
Marin.
78.
78. All right, with that,
Bring that Avernus metal.
I love it.
all right.
This is
So,
great.
as you say that, you feel a really funny sensation drift through you,
Oh no.
Hoop. And you sort of blink, and as you do, your entire body feels really different. And the rest of you, if you look at Hoop at this point, Hoop's a sheep.
It finally happened!
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, Hoop!
Now, the
Oh,
good
I
thing
knew
about this
it.
is
A
doesn't-
bear in sheep's
doesn't
clothing.
say-
We couldn't trust him after all. He didn't even love the honey.
The bad thief.
I mean, it doesn't say
No
for a minute.
way.
It doesn't say for 6 seconds. This is for however long it is. So
Everyone, never mind the mouton. Let's get a scoot on.
Aye. Can we put sheeps in the chart?
And he changed my stats 2 seconds. And it changed criminal and sheep.
Criminal and sheep.
all right. So as the chase continues down the road, the guide sheepishly guiding your whole way through. What are the four of you doing that are still in the wagon? You've got three wagons behind you. You can see there's a guard in each one with a crossbow that's trying to aim right unsteadily as the road is quite bumpy, trying to aim towards.
Do we have all the
shot on you.
barrels of honey?
You do.
I'm gonna
And as you're looking
kick
around
open.
in the wagon, go ahead.
I'm gonna kick. I'm scared now. Maybe I should listen to what you say first, Batch. I'm gonna
Well,
kick
as-
open the. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So as you look around in the wagon, you're looking to make sure, yep, you've got all the barrels there. There are a couple of other things you see inside the wagon. There is a crossbow, very similar to what they have. There is a large box of fireworks, which seem to have come out of nowhere. And a small cat, which is just sort of perched in the corner. It's just
What
going,
kind of cat?
It's a Bengal.
Oh my god!
It's just sat there like,
Love it.
Not gonna skin this one.
No.
this one.
That's
Chase is on.
character building. That's class A character building, Marin.
There's an arc here.
So, Gummy is going to he's gonna walk over to the cat, and he's gonna very gingerly kind of pick it up. He's gonna turn
Sort of
around.
nuzzles your paw as you do it.
Very good. You're gonna turn to face the back of the caravan, and looking out towards our pursuers. He's gonna sit down. He's gonna put the cat in his lap, and he's going to just kind of pet the cat.
Aww.
And he's gonna look at the others and kind of point at the box of fireworks. I think you guys know what to do.
Okay, can I just say this is all criminal because the image of like him spinning around in a chair with a cat.
Exactly.
Well, Mr.
Yeah.
Bond. Hey, you copied the life, thank you.
Hey.
Hey.
Right.
As
Are they behind us? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
as Gummy says like, you know what to do, and points to the fireworks, I'm gonna be like, I do, and then grab the like, kick open the back door, grab the like a barrel of honey, and just dump it all out the back. Sticky trap.
All right. It
Just
breaks your heart to
completely
do
ignoring
it.
what Gummy said.
Gummy is
But,
going to be mortified.
Give me a criminal roll, please.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry, all my dice are packed, so I'm using a virtual. Oh, I got a 6. Great.
Hey.
Okay.
Bad.
You just can't bring yourself to tip this honey. It just smells so good. Go ahead and roll D100 for me.
66.
66. Okay, for the next 6 seconds, you fall unconscious. So just the thought
Go to
of
dump the
wasting
honey.
this honey.
I can't.
Yep,
No.
Yep.
Intoxicating.
you've fainted at the just as the scent of this glorious honey.
Okay.
So
Gross.
Where are my smelling salts?
Seeing this, I think that Cloud Capone's nurturing bear instincts are going to come into play, and he's going to say, I've seen many fall to the honey sickness, but you will not be amongst their number. And I'm going to comfort her by just kind of pulling him away from the honey barrel and hoping that, like, in pulling him away, the barrel will fall without any fault. You know?
Are you trying to?
Like,
telling me you're
put
trying
easy-
to hack the barrel? Are you
Hack
trying to
the
hack the barrel?
You know, like how like the older bear will help pull the trigger. This is kind of that. He's like, let it happen, and then
Alright, I'll
yeah,
let
hack
you
the
roll
barrel.
for hack. I will let you hack the barrel. So roll for criminal. At advantage.
6 and a 3.
A 6 and a 3. Okay, is that a success for your criminal stat?
I have 3 in criminal.
Okay, so that's a success. So
Nice.
go ahead and roll me a mild magic surge, but you do manage to hack this barrel so that it topples and spreads this
94.
gorgeous honey all across the floor. You see one of the carriages swerves in the honey and crashes, and then a second one swerves and crashes. There is still one carriage left on your tail.
I got 94.
At the same time, you do also notice as you look around any lit torches in the area.
Oh my
all
god.
go out.
Big shout out to Josh from
Suddenly
Fried
gets a
Dice.
bit
Cheers, buddy.
thank you.
I mean, it goes a little bit darker. It is still sort of midday, so it doesn't get particularly dark.
Okay.
But
But the
Yeah.
sheep, seeing all that honey spill, is now shouting at Maxine, "Make a U-turn!"
Let him roll.
That
Also,
just takes
what
the
did
wrong
the
way.
Patch, what did the 94 summon, if anything?
Bring up the lights.
it was.
Oh, the lights!
All light,
Ah,
all
that's what
light
it was.
sources within 60 feet extinguished.
That's great. It makes sense that Monim is unconscious then. He can no longer bring his shining light to our lives.
41.
41. Okay, so for the next 6 seconds, you are not a sheep. You become you.
What new
You seem
puns
to
do I
go-
get to make?
Well, for the next 6 seconds at least, you become a potted plant. And then after 6 seconds, turn back into a sheep. So there's some weird shit going on in this wagon.
Maxine is completely fine with this, I'm guessing. Like, this is
Archie.
normal.
Stop being such a pansy. Let's get on with this.
Seen everything.
Oh, come on. All right, you can roll one for that. Anyone else want to do anything?
What,
One carriage still tailing you.
More pun.
I can't do anything. I'm gonna go full criminal, and that's not good.
I mean, there is lots of honey. You can
So,
eat some honey.
I'm just going. Yeah, no. I think in pulling the trigger for
Patch.
Moni,
So
I get
Patch-
like slightly crazed and just start like.
Just succeeding on a roll doesn't switch your point over, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
If every time you succeed, it changes the score.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
Flips it over.
There's like
either way.
there's also like various checkpoints of the thing where I can decide whether or not to award everybody a point in something.
Yeah.
I forgot about until now. So
No.
Hey.
Okay, so I definitely want to just start like. I just want to take a moment to like, as I'm helping my rookie companion, just be like, the honey habit, it's back, and just.
all right, yeah, you can go ahead and move a point over as you engorge yourself on this terrific honey.
Cool.
What the final wagon that's chasing you? One of the guy with the crossbow manages to get a shot off, and it just glances past the unconscious form of Monium, landing on the floor of the wagon right next to Monium's head.
Man, I am super pissed at that. Can I, in some way, leave this wagon and get onto that wagon, please?
You want to leap off? You want to
Yes,
do a
I would like
carnage
to
leap?
off. Yes, the carnage leap.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll carnage at advantage.
Please. Okay,
That's a bear roll at advantage.
it is.
Oh, what a lovely day. What a beautiful day.
I mean, I got snake eyes. Yay.
Okay, so that's with a flawless swan dive almost.
Yay.
You leap off this wagon and land directly on the driver, and you just proceed to just go to town,
To rabbit him, please.
plowing away.
With my very sharp claws.
And yeah, the two guards are dead. The carriage is still going. You kind of have your own carriage now.
Excellent. I will try, and I don't have opposable thumbs, but I'll try and make this carriage work. I'll probably just like start roaring at the horses and like slapping them with my claws, making them go in the right direction that way.
I'll say that by this point, because you've got no one else chasing you, you manage to figure out how to do this, and you make your way out of the lackey and
Yay.
into the woods.
Go, go, go.
Hey.
Oh my god, did we
You've
do
managed
it?
to survive the chase.
Oh my god.
Is there anything in my
So, as you
wagon
get-
I should know about? Sorry, go ahead.
It's a standard wagon. It's got 2 dead people in it.
They wearing
As
hats?
much as I can say in it. So,
We made it out of Valeki. This is a day that our forebears will be proud of.
at this point, you get nearby Lake Sarovich.
Fine.
You pull the wagons over,
We've started
I heard
really
it.
fast.
Okay.
and Maxine helps you sort of unload the honey.
Congratulations, my friends. But I must return to my friends in the town and see what is happening, see if everyone is okay.
I understand.
If
And
I'm
Maxine-
gone,
Appreciate your help.
Why do you care about them though?
if I'm gone too long, they will raise the suspicions.
I understand. And Maxine,
Yes.
you've proven me wrong.
How's that?
Those who do not consume the honey can, in fact, be trusted.
And you also, my friend, have proven to me that a bunch of batshit crazy bears can also be quite useful.
And of sheep now.
That's a compliment. Not sure.
And a sheep. Stay
All
safe, my
bears and
friends. Adieu.
Stay
You
safe
watch-
yourself.
You watch Maxine exit stage left, heading back towards Valaki. And you sort of, between you all, you manage to carry the rest of the barrels up to the eastern shores.
So less honey.
Of
We
Lake
can
Sarovich.
rule the world.
We can.
And it's still really misty. It's actually more misty than it was before. And you wait, and after maybe 10 minutes or so, the mists begin to part, and once again you see the familiar form of Sean Ben.
Oh God, how does he do that?
Well. Looks like I picked the right bears for this job after all. I take it you brought the sample that I requested.
Like sitting in the top of the wool. Like it's just like
Drenched in honey,
lodged in
dripping.
there.
He just slowly reaches and takes it. I'm not going to ask where the sheep came from.
Ah.
You don't want to
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I think this is fantastic, and this calls for a celebration. May I? He points at one of the barrels of honey.
Please.
So he proceeds to open the top. Let's have a bit of a try of this honey. It looks delectable. You can see he puts his little pinky and proceeds to lick it off his pinky. You guys all taking part as well?
I will partake in the
Yes.
raven.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
There's just a
You'll-
random sheep there as well, just eating this honey.
So yeah, for the next
You
couple of
go.
minutes, you're all sort of enjoying the most gorgeous tasting honey that you've ever had in your entire life. And then you just see Sean Ben takes a step back, and then he just spits the honey out of his mouth.
Should have known.
And he says, "Well, that's quite enough of that then." And he reaches into his pouch that he has on his belt, which he also has apparently, and pulls out this small amulet. And as you look at the amulet, it appears to have some sort of face on it. And as you look at the face, the eyes start to glow like an emerald green. And as they do, you get this chill sensation throughout your body, and it starts at your feet. And as you go to look down at your feet, you realize you can't actually move your head. You can't move your entire body. You're all frozen in place. You look on and you can see that Sean Ben has a smile on his face, and it doesn't look like a good smile. And then you see a flock of bats begin to amass
Oh no.
in place directly next to Sean Ben, eventually forming a very tall, imposing figure, smartly dressed, with an even wickeder smile than Sean Ben. He looks over, he says, "I take it the experiment was successful." And then you look at Sean Ben, you see his form begins to change, and he becomes human-looking.
No. Sean Bean.
And
Your true form at
his,
last.
his voice carries over, so I mean maybe.
But now Sean Bean is canonically in Barovia.
Hell yeah, and he always will be.
He looks up at the other figure and says, "Yes, my lord, the test subjects made sure everything went perfectly according to plan." And the taller figure sort of takes a step forward and smiles and looks at you all, frozen in place. You feel your body's getting colder. Excellent. Today you have one great favor with your master. Continue this great service, and you shall be greatly rewarded. And Sean Ben bows slightly and says, "I continue to serve you, my Lord Strahd." And he proceeds to step back into the mist, which begins to come in thicker once again. And you feel your consciousness start to fade away from all of you. And you see that this figure of Strahd himself, as he laughs, he becomes bats once again and vanishes into the night sky. And as your vision begins to fade to black, the last thing you hear is Sean Byrne once again saying, "Sorry, friends, but trust me, this fate is a better one than what awaits the others in these cursed lands."
Oh my god.
And then everything just fades to black.
Did we die?
A few hours later,
Oh!
Maxine, in the dead of night, once you know your companions are all fast asleep, you make your way back up to Lake Zarovich to check in on your furry friends.
I can't
Make sure
bear
that
this.
They're enjoying their spoils and see if they've learned anything about the honey. You get up to Lake Zarovich. It's deserted. There's nobody there. It's completely barren. Except for 5 stone statues,
Oh no!
which look
Oh, no.
surprisingly
No!
like the people who you just dropped off just hours before. I mean, one of them is a sheep, but that's a little bit weird. But still. The hats, the clothes. Something's happened, and they're statues.
Is
And as
Maxine completely petrified?
Well, as Maxine's trying to process this, trying to process the ramifications of what happens when you let someone else DM your campaign. That's where we're going to close this session for today.
Oh my god!
Very nice.
I
of
like-
that.
There is potential for a revenge plot if we ever get unfrozen, and I like it.
Now we
I
have
feel like,
some
is
bear-
that like the
bear
stone
backup.
trolls from Lord of the Rings
Curse
now?
of
Just like
Strahd,
this is
but-
bears.
Yeah.
we have the
Yeah.
forest.
Yeah.
We have the forest fane, the swamp fane, the mountain fane, and the bear fane.
The bear fane. The bear fane! I like it! We're supernatural
picturing-
beyond belief.
I'm just picturing this final encounter with Strahd, and then John says, and suddenly, from the side of the room, a group of bears approach. I proceed to help you in your battle.
We're streaming in the wind.
All the bears are our Bob Pretzel for this campaign.
Oh yeah.
I live, I can see.
You did
Fair play
it!
to you for wearing that thing for the entire
Whole
session.
session. I hardly recognize you. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, Patch,
That
for
was
it.
Oh, it's
amazing.
an absolute
Amazing.
pleasure.
Yeah.
I
An
loved it.
amazing,
Great.
an
Every
amazing
second.
honey heist, and lots of little things for me to contemplate and work with in the future as we continue our adventures in Barovia. Right. Thank you. Okay, sorry, I'm quite lightheaded after releasing all that pressure. So, a massive thank you for everyone that came on by. A proper hello to Fried Dice for the raid. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming along with this adventure of ours and enjoying all of the Honey Heist antics. And do not venture too far, dear friends, because we will be back tomorrow as we go into Avernus once more for our descent into Avernus campaign. They have reached the Bleeding Citadel and have found their
It's
way
gross.
into the Scab. We shall see what's going on there. And next week we'll be back in Icewind Dale for Rime of the Frost Maiden. Then, after missing today, we'll be down in the Underdark once more for Out of the Abyss. And then, all the way around, 1 week later, we will be dealing with the repercussions of all of this.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, everyone, make sure that you head on over and check out Quest Junkies UK as featured right here above my head.
Please do,
Okay.
yeah.
And thank you once more, Patch, for all of the wonderful things. A big thank you to all
Absolute
my
pleasure.
players as well. And yes, we shall see you all next time, everybody. But as we like to say around these parts, oyasuminasai.
Yes, me.
Stick around, we're going to go raiding, so let those phoenixes fly, and we shall see you all next time. Bonsoir.
Yes, me.